The cup holders out to prove that their Wembley win was no fluke. Only 5 of that Wembley team remain. And now Manchester United, keen to do a good job of work there for the First Division. So this then is the view and the feeling as you go onto the field for a cup tie that football fans everywhere are waiting to hear about. It's a really marvellous afternoon for football. One of those bright, crisp days made for a great cup tie. The pitch is pretty soggy through the middle though, and the ground staff spent the morning spreading sand on it. Tightly enclosed, crowd almost on the touchline, great atmosphere, and now the two teams. Southampton first, Wales in goal, Andrzejewski, Waldron, Blythe and Peach. In the middle, Williams, Ball and Holmes. And up front, Shannon, McDougall and Osgood with the substitute Stokes. And one man who's had a foot in both camps is Ted McDougall, once with Manchester United, now determined to show them a thing or two for Southampton. The Manchester United side, Stepney in goal, Nicol, Brian Greenough, Buchan and Houston, Coppell, Macari, McElroy and Hill, Jimmy Greenough and Pearson, and their substitute is McCreary. And a newcomer to their ranks is Jimmy Greenough from Stoke, who scored a hat-trick last week against Newcastle. The cup final hero, Bobby Stokes, who scored the winner at Wembley, now the Southampton sub. And completing the Wembley picture, the man who refereed that day, Clive Thomas of Treorchy. He's referee again. The banners are there, roses are red, violets are blue, Southampton 0, Manchester United 2. But I fancy McMenamin's Marbles might have something to say about that.
So this is it then, and away we go. Wembley having transferred itself to here at the Dell. The noise is probably as great as it was at Wembley in May, and the emotion just as great as well. Manchester United in a change strip this afternoon of blue with white shorts. Southampton in their red and white stripes. And Southampton attacking the goal to our right. Here's Peter Wells. Coming towards Shannon. Got the ball in the air against Houston, and there's Shannon again. Macari right back, Shannon going on deep into that United penalty area. And in the end, it comes off Houston. And it's a throw to Southampton. Andrzejewski beaten again by Houston, but another throw for Southampton. Both sides in the middle of a good run, two sides in good form. Here's Steve Williams. Going a long way in, and Houston's brought him down, and the referee was 3 yards away and said there was no penalty there. Though as Williams went through, there was certainly a distinct impression that he had his legs taken away from him by Stuart Houston. Here's Jimmy Greenough, hat-trick last week against Newcastle. Macari, and something was away off the ball there, which Clive Thomas was determined that he was going to stamp on straight away, and he's given a free kick here to Manchester United, which young Jimmy Nicol will take. Curled in there, Williams got the header towards McDougall, tripped from behind, free kick by Buchan. Knowing Buchan's temperament, I'm sure it was unintentional, but it was clearly worth the free kick. Ball with it. Trying to set Shannon free. Greenough, his England teammate, with him. And Shannon got it across well towards Osgood. Oh, just a fraction of a foot wide. Well, that was good news for Southampton, because Shannon got rid of Greenough and Osgood was unmarked, which is bad news for Manchester United. Pearson's header. Jimmy Greenoff's header to Steve Coppell. Played on down for Greenough. He's added so much balance to this Manchester United attack, and maturity too. Macari trying that favourite trick of his, hitting it up and hitting it over his head, but Southampton weren't going to fall for that one. So a lot of lucky people inside, and these are the unlucky ones who've come just to listen to the roar and wait for the result. Oh, there goes Osgood. Past Nicol. Holmes outside him. And 3 Southampton men are up in the middle. And Holmes wasted what could have been a very promising chance indeed for Southampton. Well, Osgood did so well there, and Holmes ran so well for him too. Holmes James's cross was terrible. Go on. It's for Pearson, a very acrobatic header there for Koppel, running onto it well. Pearson. Nicol, bit of space here. The first time cross, away across their goal. Hill blasting it. Great run by Nicol on the right. And a lovely cross that was always just beyond the reach of Southampton. An impossible angle for Hill, and yet he almost pulled off the impossible. Shannon's backward header, but only McDougall is up. They packed the middle of the field, Southampton, leaving just maybe a couple up. Houston, harassed there by Shannon. Too high for Waldron, Blythe covering behind, but he's headed it straight to Hill. Across the face of the goal, inviting somebody to touch it in. And another corner, which Southampton were quite happy to give away. Ball and Macari. Koppel with the corner. Pearson getting in with the header. Can Hill get a shot in now? But he hits it straight at Andrzejewski. Coming more and more into this game now, Manchester United. Here's Greenoff. Lovely turn by him. Could be interesting. And Macari! 1-0. Well, the fans are on. With a long cross from the left, found the smallest man in the Manchester United side, Lou Macari. Up he went, beyond Peter Wells. 1-0 to Manchester United. Southampton 0, Manchester United 1. That's Lou Macari, and that takes him into double figures for the season, up to 10 now. Played the ball, says referee Clive Thomas, and I think he was right. It's a throw to Southampton. Steve Williams with it. Foul's good. Ball finding Shannon. That's a good cross too. Holmes on the far side, heading it back, and Stepney under pressure from McDougall did well. Nice ball from Shannon. Good header from Holmes, and good work by Stepney. Looked like handball. Linesman flagging now. And a foul on the Manchester United player, giving them the free kick. Hill. Gets that left cross in well. McElroy having it charged down by Blythe. Here's Hill again. But ball just snaking that away to Osgood. Space ahead of him. Shannon away to his left. What about that for a ball? Osgood and McDougall into the middle. McDougall's there! And some beautiful covering in defence by Martin Buchan again. A brilliant Southampton move. Osgood bringing it out. Shannon away on his left. And what about that for a bit of defensive covering there by the number 6, Martin Buchan. Foul by Waldron on Pearson. The book's coming out. Actually, Clive Thomas frightens the life out of players when he brings that book out, because it's got a red cover, and I think they think for a moment it's the red card. But he's booking Waldron for that foul on Pearson. Yellow card. And they're still up there, and I wonder if they saw that foul there. Here's Jimmy Greenoff. Collision there, ball getting it away to Shannon. Peach. Point of fact, Southampton are not playing badly. They just want a little more confidence coming forward, and I think they could well trouble Manchester United. And here's Peach. Oh, a blinding shot. When really it was, if anything, a rather selfish thing to do. Shannon was in a bit of space there inside the box, and McDougall was handily placed as well. And that really was optimism itself to try and score from that sort of angle. Ted McDougall still giving him a fair bit of stick for that effort, as you can see. Jimmy Greenoff, Steve Coppell, Jimmy Nicholl. It's Coppell again. Holmes stopping him though. Here's Peach. Kept it in well, but only for the benefit of Jimmy Nicholl and Manchester United. Waldron getting that one away. Ball getting that one away. Shannon's onside. Now can Shannon get the equalizer here? All the way round. Penalty. Penalty. Shannon brought down and a penalty. Well, that's brought delight at that end of the field, but the work has still got to be done. Shannon, a brilliant run. It looked as though he'd got round Stepney, but Stepney brought him down. Now, what a task this is. Well, David Peach is the man who takes them. And Peach is a man who's got a pretty ice-cool brain. He scored in the semi-final. He scored earlier this season against Chelsea. But now, my goodness, he's got to make it 1-1 now, and he has! Happiness. David Peach putting it wide of Stepney. Southampton 1, Manchester United 1. Buchan versus McDougall. And Houston back to Stepney. Greenoff. Oh, he's caught badly in possession, but there was a foul. I tell you, that was a dangerous game for Brian Greenoff to play. I noticed that he was guilty of that once or twice last week against Newcastle. That really could have been disastrous, trying to play your way out of your penalty area like that. Pearson, a lovely touch inside for Jimmy Greenoff. Buchan, well, that's the first thing he's done wrong today. Shannon onside again, but Buchan is back. McDougall's after him. And here's Houston. Here's McElroy. What a cup tie. Here's Ball. Shannon. No, don't get to him. It didn't have nearly enough weight on it to get through to McDougall. Jimmy Greenoff, Steve Coppell. Nicholl's going up outside him. A throw to Southampton. Osgood up, Holmes in there. Macari getting it away. Peach also. Stuart Pearson. Played for Coppell. Hit in low this time towards McElroy. Williams got it away. Back over his head towards McElroy, did well there. Pearson on the turn, and Waldron stumbled. Macari just wide. That really could have been costly, as Waldron stumbled and the ball fell for Lou Macari. A blistering left foot drive just wide of that Southampton post. Koppel. And again, it's a safety measure, and Waldron quite happy to put that behind. So the blue shirts come forward, the stripes are right back. In fact, Southampton with 9 men back in their penalty area. As Gordon Hill now curls an in-swinger. Here goes. It was Waldron who got it away. Nicol returning it first time. Pearson playing it wide. Crossed in along the goal, and it's there! Well, Hill whacked that one in when Southampton least expected it. In fact, it looked as though Southampton had got that away. And Hill came roaring in and headed across the face of that goal beyond Peter Wells to put Southampton behind again. Southampton 1, Manchester United 2. Well, a goal out of nowhere. Well, the news is spread out there. The Bush Telegraph working well this afternoon. 5 minutes to go to half-time now. Peach, ball. Peach again. Shannon right up there. Here's McDougall, who's been kept fairly quiet. And they've got a corner. So they're looking to Shannon again. They're looking to Blythe again, who's come up for this one. But Blythe was beaten in the air by Pearson. Ball to Waldron, and again Manchester United have come forward so quickly, and they're all caught offside. Alan Ball furious with the linesman there, being calmed by Clive Thomas. And Ball's nonetheless going across to the linesman and saying he's sorry to the linesman. Well, that's good. That's a good piece of refereeing by Clive Thomas, and Alan Ball showing himself to be a pro. And here's Koppel. Past Peach. Good cross there towards Macari. And again, Southampton got that away with Blythe. Peach to Osgood. Ball not quite able to reach that one. Foul. So Houston with it. Jimmy Green off. Here's Ball. Williams. Ball again. Nice touch here for Shannon. No. Oh, but here's Shannon again. And they've got men up this time. Oh, Holmes right through. And he's equalised. 2-2. It's inevitable that Shannon's involved, and he was involved again there. But just look at the way Nick Holmes went through the middle and found the back of the net with perfection. Southampton 2, Manchester United 2. Here's Osgood, played on for McDougall, but Houston there just poking it out away to Jimmy Nicol. Holmes, the scorer. The long cross again towards Mick Shannon. And it might come for Shannon still. Oh, and Stephanie had to put it away. Well, Shannon looked as though he was stumbling there. he found his feet again and he found a shot, and Stepney found the save. Corner then to Southampton. Stevie Williams with it. A long and a deep one towards Mel Blythe, but the whistle had gone for half-time. And what a first half it was! Macari and Hill having scored for Manchester United. Peach in the penalty spot, and Holmes for Southampton, but Mick Shannon was the man who made them both. It was he who was brought down from the penalty, and it was his killer pass that gave Holmes the chance for the second equaliser. Goodness knows what we've yet to come here at the Dell in Southampton. With the half-time score here in a tremendous fifth-round cup tie. Southampton 2, Manchester United 2. We'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back to the Dell then, 2-2, and Manchester United now attacking the goal to our right. Pearson, Waldron, Shannon, got up well, guided it down skillfully to Holmes. Osgood straining to keep that ball in play. Osgood with the throw. Here's Ball. It'll come for Ball again. It'll come for Shannon. Oh! Well, maybe Shannon would have hoped to have done even a little better with that. It was a nice 1-2 he played with Ball. You can see the look on his face there. What a nice 1-2 he played with Ball, though. Nicked away there by Peach. Lovely ball from Alan Ball. Peach to Ball again. Williams, nice skill. Very nice skill. Shannon. Good move this by Southampton. A brilliant move by Southampton. And a marvellous save by Stepney. What a lovely rippling move by Southampton. Steve Williams was in the heart of it. And Shannon again was in the heart of it, and his shot was again superbly saved by Stepney. So a corner for Southampton, having a good start to the second half with 11 minutes gone. 2-2, there's the corner, floating deep there. Stepney only pawing that one away. Osgood turning it back, they're all getting up, and Stepney, from a combined header by McDougall and Shannon, grabbing hold of the ball. So McCreary is coming on, and it's Jimmy Greenough, injured about 5 minutes ago, who needs to go off. McCreary the substitute then on for Manchester United. And they put him straight away up front. Pearson with the header, and now Peach again. Well, it was a hit and hope. Oh! Sure whether that was intentional or not, but the referee's decided it's a... Oh, is he bringing the book out? Yes. So McDougall's name goes into the book, and the yellow card with it. And David Peach, in fact, is now delivering some tablets to McDougall. What are these, he said. So, if he's had a bad stomach, that may put it right. Mazuski back carefully and firmly as it had to be. Bucking away. Ball for Southampton. Here's Andrzejewski. Looking up, playing it in higher this time towards Peter Osgood, and McDougall, and just over. What a great prospect Andrzejewski is as well. He took that running well. He saw Osgood at the far post. Osgood up superbly as he's done for so often, and McDougall couldn't quite turn it in. Waldron, Holmes. That's the ball for Shannon again. Well, if they don't know how to feed him, nobody does. And Buchan again doing a good job on the Southampton number 8. Houston's long ball forward towards McCreary. Nice touch on for Hill. Oh! Well, McCreary laid on a lovely pass there for Gordon Hill in full flight. And as Wells came out, Hill hit it past him, but it was into the side netting and behind. Well, a few are going away. Well, if they haven't had a ticket and they couldn't get in, what an afternoon they've missed. I hope they're watching it today. Now Koppel. Nicol. Pearson trying to get in there before Blythe. It was a free kick. Another look at the watch. He's played 1 minute of injury time, but there have been one or two knocks and stoppages in this second half. Peach. And now Osgood. And away goes Mick Shannon. It might not be all over yet. And Stepney right out there. And a free kick to Manchester United. Shannon, another of those exhilarating runs. But it was Buchan who was holding him off. And it was Stepney who came out in the nick of time. Tommy Kavanagh is on the field there, but I don't think he's going to be needed. And I think that's a very important save by Stepney, who will take them all back to Old Trafford for a replay. So he's added on just over 2 minutes of injury time now. Stepney with a kick, and there won't be many more. Hill, Williams, and it's all over. It's a replay at Old Trafford, and if that's half as good as this one, it'll be worth going a long, long way to see. Macari and Hill getting the goals for Manchester United. Peach in the penalty spot and Holmes the goals for Southampton, all in the first half, but a second half that also was full of excitement and incident, and very skillful football. Good refereeing by Clive Thomas, and a credit both to Southampton and to Manchester United. What an afternoon. There's Laurie McMenemy going off, his side pretty well composed in this second half, but couldn't quite get the break they wanted to give them a very famous victory. So crowds on the field, and everybody in Southampton with a lot to talk about for a long time to come. And a final score at the Dell that reads Southampton 2, Manchester United 2, and they've all got to play again.